Good morning, Petra here, being of the earth. Just out of a morning dance, a wake up and move dance. So I wanted to take this opportunity to invite you all to join us sometime in these 2 weekly movement spaces that have been going for 3.5 years now. Can you believe it? They came about during the first lockdowns as a way to resource and to keep in contact with our body, to keep in contact with each other during the pandemic, and they have continued, small but mighty. We meet, we move. There's no instruction, but there is music and the beautiful presence of others from around the globe to hold us, to give us this sense of connection. And really, it's an invitation for practice. It's an invitation to practice being in a body here on earth. It's an invitation to keep showing up for ourselves, for each other, for life, with life, and to sense what's there in us when we move, and the movement, for the movement to be a way to explore what's there for us, not from here, but from here. It's a way to express, to find the gestures, the shapes, the movements that let us speak to the experience that lives inside of us and the experience that we're connected to in our lives. Whatever is going on, it has a shape, it has a movement, it has a dance. And when we find those shapes and movements, it is a good way to ensure that whatever emotions, whatever preoccupations we have in our lives don't get stuck, don't start to get stagnant and fester, don't start to become something that makes us tight and holds us back. But when we can give movement to them, it allows them to transform and allows us to see afresh, to find new energy, to release, to find relief from what might be a burden on our shoulders or a tightness in our bellies or a lump in our throat. To keep bringing that into movement, to keep letting it become itself and to flow further and become something else. And then also a beautiful invitation to use our bodies, to use our presence in our bodies, to use our presence with ourselves as a way to make space around the heart, make space in our bodies, make space in our lives for ourselves to expand a little bit more, to grow a little bit more, to call in what is important to us, whether that's calling in what we're connected to, what matters to us in our lives, or calling in support from something that's much greater than ourselves, whether we name that spirit or we name that source or we name that the great choreographer, the great mystery of life. To connect to the sense that we can ask for support, that we can receive support, and that we can keep focusing our attention on what matters to us, keep taking the next step towards where we're going, where we want to go, to keep orienting our compass in that direction, our physical, bodily compass, to say, this is what's important to me, to say, this is where I want to be going. I'm reminding myself, I'm resourcing myself so I can go there. So if that sounds good to you, then you're very welcome to join us and try it out. We meet on Wednesdays and Friday mornings. Wednesdays at 7 a.m. British time, 8 a.m. European time. And Fridays an hour later, 8 a.m. UK, 9 a.m. Europe time. For 45 minutes of moving together. There's nothing that you need to know beforehand. There's no prerequisites, no fitness level, no previous experience required. This is for anyone who lives on earth in a body. You're welcome to move on the floor, or on a chair, if your body is limited in its movement possibilities or if your energy levels are low. The beauty of this is that it's a structure that holds us. So it's a regular space. I show up, however many people show up with me. And so it can really help those of us who struggle to practice, who struggle to bring movement into our day-to-day, because we talk ourselves out of it, or because we're too busy or we're too tired. Those of us who lack that kind of momentum to get up and actually do it, this is a really beautiful way to do it with the encouragement of others, with the momentum that comes from knowing others are showing up as well. So yeah, come and practice with us. Come and explore yourself, deepen yourself, as one of my participants said. It's a beautiful way to self-deepen, to go in and to go out and expand a little bit more on who we are and what we're here for. The first session is free if you've never tried this, so come along. All the info in the post below. We'd love to see you there. It's a very lovely, welcoming community from all around the world.